So yeah, daylight savings time continues to be a bane on my existence. I'm sorry, I have to complain about this really quick. My dad just sent me a message saying, we need some way to get in touch with you as a backup. He has my email and he has my phone number. What else does he want exactly? There is no other method by which to get a hold of me. That's it. Those are the methods. What do you want me to get a pager? Is that what you want? Discord. Yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, so daylight savings time decided to be daylight savings time, as daylight saving time is wont to daylight saving time. So, yeah, I woke up at 5. And I was like, okay, and I could not get back to sleep despite my efforts to the contrary. So that was just the thing. I was just like, okay, this sucks. So I got up, got some initial work done, kind of got ready for work, started the laundry, started a couple things dishes-wise, cleaned up a little bit, did a little tidying, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go to work, and I can either start work an hour early for some gosh darned reason, or I can lay down and try to take like an hour nap. So I decided to lay down and take about an hour nap. I then woke up an hour and a half later, because of course I did, and was like, oh my god. Went upstairs, and my niece was running around. My littlest niece was running rampant by herself, so that needed to be dealt with. And then my sister came downstairs like, what the heck is she up to? And then we hung out for a little bit, and here I am. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. God damn it. So, first of all, thank you, Doom Rider. Always appreciate that sub. I will put that towards FF7R1, FF7R2, and Triangle Strategy. Because Square needs all of my money. Speaking of which, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy 16, and Star Ocean 2R. Thank you, Blade Chaval, for more Square money. And finally, Judo Joker, who gets nothing. Thank you, Judo Joker, for the sub. I do always appreciate, and I'll put that towards Simpsons, Gravity Falls, and The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Hang on. I think I may need to unfreeze that one, because I think that one went on the frozen list. Now, I should mention I did do some playing off camera. Of course I did. But nothing substantial, mostly just clearing up some of the little stuff. There is one side quest that I have yet to complete, which is starting to piss me off. And we're going to sit here. We're going to park this train until we finish this side quest. It's going to happen. It's going to be a thing. But first, I'm going to wait for this freaking spreadsheet to finish opening. There's apparently Gyarados in this map. No, I haven't. You may notice some things are marked. That's for areas I physically cannot reach yet. Okay, here we go. What was the Ace Attorney? Nope, it's not on the frozen list. Okay. I accept that. Cool. So, we're going to finish this quest, and the quest is going to like being finished. It has no choice on the matter. I do have to complain about something, though. In a game that I otherwise rather do enjoy. You know what I hate? Picture a Nintendo button layout, just for a second, okay? Alright, you got in your head? Or just picture face buttons, okay? Whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, or NES, doesn't matter. Alright. Which button do you hit to dash? The left one, the top one, the right one, or the bottom one? Thumbstick. Okay, well, that is actually the worst possible option. There is a jump, yes. There is a jump and there is a dash. The answer is, of course, B, aka X on the PlayStation controller, aka A on the Xbox controller. And I'm probably just an idiot, but that is the most counterintuitive thing in the universe. Hitting what is near universally the jump button to dash. Like in virtually every freaking thing ever. Unless you're playing a PlayStation game, in which case that's the confirm button. But that still makes no sense. Yeah, none of this would be an issue if there was rebinding. I actually spent a very small amount of time trying to look up when the first game was that had rebinding. And I failed, because apparently no one else cares about this, other than me. So I wasn't able to find anything definitive. But what I did find was that the oldest game I could think of, the oldest game I could find that has rebinding, came out quite literally 30 years ago, 1 week from today. 30 years ago. Minus a wink. Week. That's true, Yura. Not helpful, given the current circumstances, and once again, doesn't really do anything for the game itself, and also screws up every other input. But you're right. I mean, it better be Pillars of Snow. I legitimately think that Super Metroid is one of the greatest games ever made. So, it better freaking be on now in the 90s. Although, I think they go by North American release dates, so it might not, legitimately. What's wrong thing? But my point, there's 2 points I'm trying to make here. First of all, the lack of rebindings in the game, which is the obvious negative we've already given. But second of all, there is no logic behind the inputs in this game. In fact, it does something that I find to be a personal sin in game design. Inputs that are accept or cancel out change based on which screen you're in. Whereas that kind of thing, and I talk about this all the time, it's tunneling and drilling, I think is what it's called. And it's, of course, I can't remember the terminology now. But that kind of stuff is supposed to be universal. A should always be down, and B should be always up. And yeah, Secret of the Stars did that too. So, what? Oh, we still don't have a big enough one. God, this is the dumbest quest. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm sorry to bear the lead on this, but a game that came out quite literally 30 years minus 1 week ago has key rebindings. There is no excuse whatsoever for any game, ever, to not have key rebindings. I don't care what console it's on. I don't care if it's on the Game Boy. But yes, for the wonkiness of the controls, that's another negative. Because in addition to not having rebindings, which is ridiculous, I think it's the worst news ever, Pika. I personally flagellate myself. The fact that I have to check each time by hitting the wrong button is also irritating. Nope. We are literally 1 inch shy of our goal here. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I mean, again, this is probably just me, but why is the pause button bring up our mount? Why does the select button bring up this screen? And then why does select button not actually cancel out of this screen? Why is up most of the menu, but down the rest of the menu? Oh yeah, by the way, you want to hear something really funny? Check this out. Let's hit this. I need to show you something. So I thought I got really lucky because I saw an alpha. The first alpha I've caught, actually. If I can find it. There it is. Right there. Do you notice anything wrong with this situation? What genre of games do I hate the most? I'm not into or against genres, really. Desperado Joe, so no. Yeah, all of those are valid answers, but it's the wrong Pokemon. It's a Floatzel, not a Buizel. I didn't notice that until I went to turn it in. All I saw was what looked a whole lot like an alpha Buizel, and I was like, sweet! I'll just turn that in. Surely it's big enough, and I believe it is actually big enough. Hang on. Yeah, 7 foot 3 inches. Yeah, it's big enough. But now here's the other thing that irritates me. Some of you may or may not know that most alphas are static. That means if you go to X spot, there's an alpha there of that type. That Ponyta we've already encountered is always there. That Snorlax is always there. I've already encountered a Baneri that's always there. I've already encountered a Bidoof that's always there, etc. Most of the alphas are static. So I say, screw it. I'll look up the static of the Buizel alpha. There is none. They specifically decided to not have a static Buizel alpha. It can randomly spawn on the stretch of river I've been going up and down, but that's it. And yes, 2 foot 8 inches, or I think 2.9, but 2.8 at the minimum is what I require. Yeah, you may or may not notice, I've actually already started kind of marking my map a little bit for certain types of things that are, you guessed it, static. Now, I'm not going to make you sit here while I do this too much longer, but I want to do like one more run of this stupid river, and then I'm going to move on. The reward is 100% not worth the hassle. But I know what the game's reward is. Because, to be very blunt, this is a badly designed quest. By the way, I have actually looked up walkthroughs on how to do this quest. Would you like to hear the most commonly recommended way to do this quest? From 3 separate walkthroughs, all gave the exact same advice on this point. Yeah, get lucky. Just go catch tons of Buizels. And I found myself thinking, you know, that's probably deliberate on behalf of the developers. And if this was done a little bit better, this could have actually been interesting. A way to try and encourage the players to get into the mindset of catching tons and tons of the same Pokemon might have actually worked out. In fact, if you remember, Let's Go had similar mechanisms that were encouraging you to catch as much as possible. So if this is a quest where it was like, you know, I want X number of Buizels, like 10 maybe, which isn't really overbound. I'm well over 10 at this point, by the way. I'm at like 20-something. That might not have been too terrible. And the reward is they talk about how the release system works, which if you're paying attention, has not been tutorialized to us yet. And then they give you like a bonus, one of the release items, the things that increase your effort values. And say, here you go. This is the kind of thing you'll get for releasing these Pokemon. You don't have to, but you can get more if you do. Bye. And that would have turned this quest into something meaningful, an actual tutorial for an in-game mechanic, and a way to encourage the player to get into the mindset of this particular game. But no. Good morning, Gravity. I'll go up to 2 negatives on the graphics. I don't mind that. I'll be honest, I've stopped noticing it, but the pop-in is pretty bad, and there really is no reason for it. So that was another large specimen, because we just had that pop-up. But it's still only up to 2-7. I do like the Pokeball designs. I especially like the little firecracker that goes off. Oh, right. So, I was doing some stuff off camera, and I was saving this when you guys show up. By the way, in addition to the fact that you choose when they evolve, which is actually a weirdly good quality of life feature, there's actually another quality of life feature I didn't find out about until I was looking into it a little bit. So this is actually really cool. In previous games, what would often happen is there would be a requirement, and then once you meet the requirement, you level, and during that level up, you trigger the evolution. That extra step does not exist in this game. Once you've met the requirement, you can evolve right then and there. The most obvious example of this, is happiness. So if your Eevee gets happy enough, doesn't matter. None of the other factors matter. As soon as they get happy enough, you can just evolve them into Espeon or Umbreon. Just like that. Yeah, or knowing a certain move, or obviously using an item on them. Stuff like that. Yeah, no waste of time, no waste of level. Boom. It's really weird how many quality of life features are in this game. No, I did not, Blade to Ball. Speaking of, let's evolve our free. The only part of our final party that, is pretty much locked in now. Don't worry, Doom Rider. I'm sure all these features will be gone in Pokemon Violet. No, seriously, I'm fully expecting that. And hey, look! Immediately ready to evolve. There's our Crobat. Oh yeah, speaking of which, so part of the way I figured that out... Yeah, I like it. I like it! Part of the way I figured that out was I was looking up some of how the happiness mechanics, because a lot of the mechanics work a little bit differently under the hood in this game. And in this case, I found out that one of the ways that Pokemon gain happiness, it's a trickle gain, but it is still a fairly consistent gain, is if you do this. That gets them like 1 or 2 happiness values. Just for gathering. And you know how ridiculously quick and smooth it is to just toss Pokemon out as you're roaming along to gain happiness. So, yeah, as soon as I found that out, guess what I did? We already have that, which is awesome. But no, I don't actually want you to kill them. I want to capture them. Yeah, Crobat's pretty big. So how come what happened, Sabacom? This was a gift from my sister. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, it's just the way... I made it happy, Sabacom. I made it as happy as possible. So, my Zubat had maxed out its happiness value, and then I gained like 1 more level, which allowed it to evolve to Golbat. So, maxed happiness and the level requirement for Golbat. Boom. How you doing? 2.7. I hate this quest. I look like a biker. You know, my mother used to insult me. This is true. When I was younger by insisting that I looked like a criminal. My favorite Pokemon? Oh, my favorite partner. So, my favorite starter. Well, I don't like starters usually, so I'm going to go with Eevee. Well, if you want to learn moves in the middle, then you don't evolve them. You level them during the middle evolution. Oh, that's 25 Buizel's now. Does the game tell you that? No, there is still an info in-game problem, which is funny, because every new one of these games we play, the info in-game negatives shrink as they give more and more info in-game, but they've never actually gotten rid of the info in-game problem completely. It continues to weird me out how much they just kind of rely on players having the wiki up. The incentive to never fully evolve is just for, like, player-made challenge stuff. Certain tournaments and things like that. Oh, yeah, there's also a move reminder. So, yeah, I should show off that mechanic, shouldn't I? So, you may or may not have noticed something that hasn't been happening this entire game. And that is there has been no, hey, I want to learn this move. Would you like to forget a move? That hasn't happened once, despite the fact that we're like level 20 on multiple mons. Well, let's change your moves. No, okay, apparently this is a bad choice. Okay, I know I've learned moves on at least one of these frickin' dudes. There we go. See? The move is just there. I just want to learn Thunder Wave. Boop, boop, done. It's just there. It's just in the menu. That is a great feature, actually. You can just swap moves in and out pretty much at will, and because the level determines when a move is mastered, there's no detriment for slotting or unslotting a particular move. So, well, thank God for that, Ross, because this is a great feature. This is a huge reduction of padding and irritation. Yeah, the loadout limit remains, but now you can just swap it like that. Yeah, by the way, there is also an NPC trainer, which we haven't talked to yet, which also allows you to add new things to this list. So while we're here, I mean to check here. Let's go and put that there. Yeah, it's just so smooth. It's kind of crazy how smooth that is. Anyways, I said I'd do one more pass, and this is our last pass. This is it. I'm feeling it. We're going to get a 2.8. I know it's not actually 2.8. I don't care. Whoops. Well, that guy's dead. Oh my god, he lived. I'm just shocked at that. Bam. Let's cut it again. I think we're just gonna give up on this quest forever and ever. We're never gonna get this stupid thing. I believe. I believe for a 2'8". I mean, that's how that works, by all. I love the glitching grass. Much worse than the poppin', I'd say. It looks like that's the lot of them. Unless any of those qualify, we're done. Oops. Yep, nope. Cool. Moving on. Sure, Crazy Norse. Like, I don't know the Wonder Boy series at all, other than that it exists. So, God damn it. Oh yeah, we got a Chimchar, by the way. Kind of stumbled into that. Let's see, I need to use Cross Poison and Leech Life with my Crobat. And I need to use Agile moves with it. So Cross Poison, Leech Life, Agile moves. Golbat, we just kind of skipped over. So, oops. Nobody cares about Golbat anyways. No, actually, I was not. Not even back in the day. Alright. No. Yep, we had a Golbat for about 12 seconds. So let's see how this works out, shall we? Now let's do it. 10,000 points. That's weird. I can only aim higher if I'm actually aiming, which I know sounds weird. But it feels much weirder than I'm describing. I'm telling you, they just took a lot of assets from Breath of the Wild for this game. I swear they did. I have no evidence of this other than the fact that it looks, plays, and feels, and sounds like Breath of the Wild. Just worse. I feel bad for the golf caddy who's going to have to go by and pick up all of these afterwards. Capture Pursuit and Q-less. Maybe you should skip Season 1, Ross. Yay, money. And quest complete. The true value. Yep, nope, I'm good. Quest complete. I'm telling you, Entity, some of the sound effects in this, I'm probably crazy, But I keep hearing sound effects that I swear are quite literally copy-pasted from Breath of the Wild. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you remember, Ocarina and Mario 64 both shared a lot of assets, both art and audio, between them. So, shrug. But it keeps throwing me. Okay, so we haven't seen Rosalia yet. I haven't seen a 3-leaf thing yet. We're still gathering wisps. I have the Chimchar. I should turn that in. And I need to speak to him. I haven't seen a Cherim. And I have 31 Buizels, and none of them are big enough. I hate you. I hate you. I need a big Buizel. Yeah, that's nice. I need $1 million. Or like 50 million bucks. Dex, yeah. Move along home. Anyways, about that wisp you saw in the middle of the night. Yeah, here it is. It's a Pokemon, but I'm certain what I saw as a will-o-the-wisp. What's the difference? You want... I swear, if I couldn't fast travel in this stupid town. Well, it's actually funny you say that, Crazy Norse, because when you release Pokemon, you do get items for doing so. We're going to be releasing a lot of Buizels in a minute. But yeah, Dax is interesting, because it's probably the first actual DS9 episode. Think about it for a second. Oh yeah, I gotta sound like Anakin. I hate you! I hate you! For no previously defined reason. Ah! I mean, Final Fantasy Tactics has this thing where if you let them go, they're like, but why would you let me go? They're all sad about it. They try to make you feel really guilty about it. It's awful. No, absolutely, Rose. Ah, that's the will-o'-the-wisp. So it was a Pokemon all along. Actually, I have to explain the whole thing to Walker. I can't say I'm looking forward to that. Ah, will-o'-the-wisp! Ah. We haven't given a positive for releasing at all. And we never will. There will be no positives whatsoever. Okay, so... no, I need to really... Oh, there we go. Be gone. Flee back into the wilds, you tiny Buizels. Hang on. I have a couple of these. Hang on. Oh. Damn, Yura. You gotta warn me. Oof. The Pokemon you released left something for you. Six? I only got 6 effort items out of that? Jesus. Well, I keep waiting for the game to tutorialize the release mechanic, and it hasn't yet. So, I don't actually know the rules of it yet. No, no. No, they literally just release him back to the wild, like, hey, goodbye. Okay, so one last quest before we get back to the MSQ. I cannot at the moment, Yura, but I keep unlocking new styles and stuff, so we'll see. You're about my Ponytail request, right? Oh, finally. So here's the problem. A Ponytail like no one's appeared. I'm not fighting the Alpha. That thing's level 40. Looks different than the others. It's a little scary, to be honest. I told the professor you got all excited, so we agreed to have Ponytail surveyed and see what's what. You'd head to the Horseshoe Plains and catch it. You want me to okay. Catch the Alpha Ponyta. Sure. This is a thing that can happen. So let's see. What kind of moves can we give Microbat? So we can get all kinds of stuff, actually. Hey, Dream Whisperer. Oh, is that a Rapidash? I have no idea what he wants from me. Well, we'll figure it out. Hold on. Oh my god. Cross Poison and Leech Life. Oh yeah, and this just adds it to its moveset forever, doesn't it? I don't even remember what poison's good against. I keep wondering where that chart was that they actually showed in-game during like a cutscene, and then it's gone. Berry and grass, huh? Did they pay us for doing jobs, Dakota? That's a solid poison type. So let's see what Luxio can get. Fire Fang, Ice Fang, Baby Doll Eyes, Iron Tail, Charge Beam, and Snarl. No repeatables that I've seen yet. So, yeah, that probably does mean, just like in the vanilla games, there's a finite pool of money. And my Quilava. I'm not sold on any of the rest of these, so we're just gonna... Apparently we need a Seed of Mastery for that. And apparently we can upgrade items, if I'm looking at this correct. Yep, 10 gravels to get a pebble. And 10 pebbles to get a rock. Oh, that's actually a good point. When you capture stuff, you get money from the professor. And when you add to the Pokedex, you get a lot of money from the professor. I forgot about that. Listen, it was the best Christmas ever, Sonicom. Okay, so let's see. Listen, Crazy Norse. They couldn't make their release date for the toy sales. So they've only made a few $billion. Oh, there's a thing there. Yeah, I like a decent amount of the music in this game, but yeah, I think we're going to give the Fire Emblem Three Houses negative to the town music. And it's just called that. It's just the Fire Emblem Three Houses negative. Don't look at me. I don't make the rules. Oh god, Greedfall. Womp, womp, womp. Okay. And let me look at the jump button here. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to jump or dash on this thing and had to literally pause for about a second to remember which button does which. It is so backwards. Anyways. Yeah, I heard they're making a Greedfall 2 as well. I almost said 2, too. Oh yeah, I got some glasses, too. Well, that's an interesting question, Crazy Norse. So, while I was exploring, getting all of the wisps in this zone, almost all the wisps in this zone, excuse me, I happened to notice that there were flying Pokemon up there that I very clearly could not access and get. And yet, despite that fact, I could lock onto them if I got close enough, and in the doing, be like, aha, you know, it's this level, and it requires this to catch, and so forth and so on. So, based on that alone, I'm going to presume that there is eventually going to be a flying mount. Where are they? Oh, yeah, another interesting thing about this game, we haven't really shown this off yet, but if you lose all your Pokemon, you don't faint. Instead, you effectively become helpless, but you, the person, can still run. And if you happen to then, you know, run, you can get away and be fine. Just interesting approach to things. Oh, by the way, you also cannot go back to town without reporting into the professor, as I am demonstrating. And there's our first shiny. It doesn't count, though. This is just a quest-mandated shiny. So we still haven't gotten a shiny. Yeah, I already ran into that, Cycloud. I was like, I want to go to town. Hey, you want to report? No. Well, tough. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you do eventually white out, if you lose player HP, you drop some of your items on the spot in a bag. Now, obviously, that means you can go and pick them back up and later. You don't drop money, you just drop items. But here's the really weird part. If you have... Whoop, wrong button. If you have the internet turned on, which I actually don't at the moment, then other people can pick up your bag and return it for you. And if they do, they actually get some karma or whatever the currency is for doing so. Hey, Tokyo Red. Speaking of which, I did actually mean to turn this on. Just to poke at it. So you got that strange Ponyta. You survey course, sure don't mess around. A friend of mine from Galar was surprised when he saw Ponyta herds out in the fieldlands. He wrapped his head around their fire remains. At the time I thought it was an odd thing to be amazed by, but now I know some Ponyta have blue flames, so it's not that stretch to think there might be all sorts out there. I'm just talking about Ponyta mine. There are many different colored Pokemon. Hope the survey corps keeps doing their thing. So first thing, very important, let's get out of this town so we stop listening to this song. Well, the score on the screen is accurate so far. Make that what you will. Don't mistake me, there's definitely some Breath of the Wild vibes here. But this is probably one of the smoother Pokemon games just to play that I've played. The only thing that has even more quality of life features, well, that's actually not true. It's more like this and Shield like trade off in quality of life features. Because Shield has some things over this, and this has some things over Shield. It's a whole thing. Okay, so yeah, no, this is a solid gameplay score, absolutely. I'm almost positive. Let me double check something real quick. Double checking. Yep, okay. Lots of gas, though. But yeah, speaking of which, this... Okay, that's apparently an invisible wall, but while I was getting the wisps earlier, I got rather familiar with how Skyrim-y this can get with this mount. There are definitely some things I was absolutely not supposed to get yet that I was able to get because physics. You can get up on a lot of platforms and hills in this game. Again, I feel like eventually we're going to get a flying mount. Don't quote me on that, I'm just presuming. I am also almost guaranteed that we're going to get a surfing mount, or that is to say, a water mount at some point. Okay, so before I actually head out, I want to change up my mons a little bit. No, 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 no. Okay, so we can get rid of Vespiquen. She's done. Buizel hasn't leveled. Staravia has another thing. You have another thing. Let's bring out an Eevee. And let's start getting our happiness up on our Eevee, shall we? Whoops. I should also probably craft while we're here. I need more iron chunks. Ooh, excuse me. Yep, we got our Crobat. I do love Kurthia. I don't want to fight those Ghastlies, so we're going to go this way. It was named after one of our viewers. Bree was the first one that I saw who actually noticed the challenge my niece had left for you all. So, Bree got to name a Pokemon. So yeah, this right here, this is gaining happiness as we do it. So, she had named our Bidoof Oof. And she said the first person to notice would get to name the next Pokemon, whichever one they wanted to, per their wish. And so I went out of my way to constantly have the Bidoof, which is a Pokemon I rather infamously dislike, out in my party so that people could see the name as much as possible. Yeah, I generally don't like starter Pokemon. I've said that before. I don't really have a solid reason why. They've just never really appealed to me. No offense, I know starter Pokemon are very popular. They're also almost universally some of the best designed Pokemon in the game. But I'm Kalaba of the Pearl Clan. Warden Kalaba to you. So look at that. You have a Celestica flute. Flute! You must be the one they say fell out of the space-time rift. Yeah. I see, I see. I already heard about you, that you quelled Cleavor in his frenzy. I'm sure many people were saved by your action, but I wonder if there wasn't some other way to handle the situation. Like what? What you did is hardly different from bullying a Pokemon into submission, after all. You run about catching Pokemon in those little balls you carry. I don't need any help from you, or the Diamond Clan. A young lady Arazu offered help, but associating with the Diamond Clan, ugh, it just won't do. Racism. Cool. Yeah, Lore Runner. How about you show me the strength that could quell even a frenzied lord? Sure. I liked it, Blade Tool. Okay, Eevee? No. 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 Let's send out someone a little more real, shall we? Strong tackle. Oh my god, he's gonna have a Garchomp. Oh, there goes my strongest Pokemon. Crobat leading as always. You're quite adept at instructing your Pokemon in battle. That was fun. Thanks. I think. Damn it, and my Eevee got a bunch of experience. Yeah, Crobat has a high speed, and this is a game in which turn order is actually a thing, as opposed to just back and forth. So, I anticipate we're going to lean on our Crobat a little bit. Like, as soon as I saw that FF10 style initiative order, I was like, okay. I must ask your help in retrieving a stolen wall fragment. With your skill, it should be a cinch. Wall fragment? Yeah, exactly. Some bandits pillaged the Silesian ruins and made off with a fragment of the wall engravings. Have you not heard of the notorious Misfortunes? They're a trio of bandits that have hit us at the Ginkgo Guild more than a few times. Not the kind of regulars I like to have, I tell you. Mistress Kalaba is doing everything she can to retain the fragment, but 99 years old, and also she's pathetic, terrible, and stupid. And she knows it, as you can see. So what do you say, kind sir? Why not help find the fragment for the ward? I'll be happy to lend you a hand. The sister swiped my wares, too. And I'm no merchant if I take that lying down. Far be it from me to let them just get away with vandalizing the precious ruins of this region. I did see the remains of a campfire near the camp. That's a good question. Speed has always been a mega stat in Pokemon. It's just now it's more of a mega stat. Look, I can mistreat my elders as much as I want as long as they're stupid. It's not my fault they're stupid, okay? I didn't make them stupid. I didn't wake up one day and say, and just make them stupid. Although that would be funny. And, like, the most horrible superpower ever. I have the power to make people stupid. So grab this while we're here. I didn't know those could appear during the day. Always at night. I guess you could just see them farther at night. Oh, whatever. Tangela. Yes, Nithrius. Onyx. I suppose I should go get the Onyx. The Wisps almost assuredly unlock a Spiritomb based on the number of them alone. I was presuming that, but Nithrius just gave it away completely. So thanks for Nithrius. Got the Onyx. Not the jump button. God damn it. No. No, go away. Go away. Go away. I don't want you. I want resources. Thank you. I don't want any of you. I don't have space in my satchel? See you around, Nithrius. 0% Tokyo Red. You actually cannot evolve Pokemon by trading them in this game. Alright, so first of all, let's recoup. Yeah, there's an item that I literally have already gotten one of that allows you to evolve. It acts like an evolution stone. Just boop, trade, or not trade. You know what I mean. Inventory, please. Inventory. Well, I guess I do need to sell. So let's see here. Let's get rid of the nugget. The Stardust, which I have a couple of. That's it. Yeah. Doctor Syndrome. I mean, aside from the fact that it's taken, I'm with it. He's got, like, rocket boots. When was the Meiji Restoration? Would be my answer to you, Entity. It's gonna be one other thing. remember what. Oh well. There you go. 1876. Forgive me for gathering a bit, but I am a little bit low on Pokeballs right now. So I'm going to gather and also evolve my Eevee as we go. I just... Okay. So, Syndrome is already taken as a villain name, obviously. But I'm sure you know that. The thing is, I don't know, Syndrome... It works, but it doesn't invoke stupidity to me. It's more like disease or virus. But yeah, I was referencing... what was that? Just a berry on the ground. I was referencing Incredibles. No, we don't have a Tangela. And now we have a Tangela. Oh, apparently we had a Tangela. My bad. Let's see if we can get a third. The original excuse to sell versions was to encourage players to trade. I'd stress the word excuse because who knows how true that is. What, Tangela? I should note that I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I'm sure in the Pokemon anime they pronounce it however it is supposed to be pronounced. That's our only real source of saying a lot of these games in English, because they keep saying screw you to voice acting. Yeah, it's Luca all over again. It's a burned out campfire. Yeah, I've actually already been here, but there was nothing to do last time. Who might you be? Not some stray traveler from the look of you. There's only one reason people go poking around in the middle of nowhere. You're after us three, aren't you? I'm sorry, I'm transfixed by their hair. Mostly the one on... Yeah, that one. The one on the right. Sisters, we should introduce ourselves properly. Before we show this poor fool how wrong he was to assume he could ever beat us. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest. I'm your unlucky charm. Thought you spotted a four-leaf clover? Well, I'll soon have you seeing double! I'm the middle sister, and I'm one clover you can't pick. Heads I win, tails you lose. You've got no chance in this game of fortunes. I'm the youngest, Coin, but I'm not your good luck piece. We're the infamous Bandit trio, the Misfortune Sisters. So Coin Fortune, Charm Fortune, and Clover Fortune is your names. Okay. Right, let me switch off of Eevee again. It's just some Poke Bandits. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, Eevee's dead. Because I didn't get a chance to swap. I don't really have anything that's good against that, so we're just going to go with a default here. No, it's whoever he had at the top of your team, usually. So. I'm not fond of this outcome, but at least it's so better than plowing fields for the Galaxy team. Yeah, can I... Well, at least my Eevee didn't get experience. That's nice. Galaxy team continues to spoil things for me even after I left. Take the blasted fragment and go! Take the fragment and run! What was wrong with the garbage disposal? I mean, I know you mentioned something below the sink. The weird writing on it made us think this stupid thing was some kind of treasure, but it's just a worthless slab of junk. All that effort for nothing. Why are you even seeking us out? What set you on this path? I don't know who Kalaba is, so I'm going to say Ursaluna. How selfless of you to go so far away for the sake of another. Not all of us have the luxury of offering such unthinking kindness to strangers. For some of us, simply surviving another day takes all we have. You know, that would have more impact if this music wasn't playing during it. I've got a score to settle with Galaxy Team, which now includes you. Remember those ancient verses tell us, why is it in days of spring, beneath the soft caress of the sun, the blossoms tremble and fall, spirits lashed by uncertainty? Your days are numbered, Galaxy fool. Okay. Cool. That's very cool. Yeah, definitely some tonal going on there. Gotcha, Brigham. Well, that explains both the stench and the other problem, so yay. Yeah, you have Pokemon. You're fine. You have a gun. Congrats. Okay, this fog can go to hell. This is not pleasant fog. I get that weather effects are cool, but turn down the bloom, please. In fact, you know what? Hang on. We're just gonna nope on this. Get rid of the fog. Oh, much better. Okay. Wow, I hadn't realized how much I was flinching until the bloom went away. Yeah, go ahead, Ross. Bloom. Oh, jeez. Okay, so you saw how the screen looked like a minute ago and how it looks now? The previous thing was Bloom, and this is without Bloom. If that doesn't explain why Bloom is bad, I got nothing else, to be honest with you. Bloom was invented a while ago, actually, but it really started seeing a rise in what I call the brown era of gaming, which is mid to late aughts. And it was a way to try and add lighting in a way that, like, implied atmosphere. It implied that there was a bit... No, it doesn't add color. It adds functionally fog to a screen. It makes things look a little bit more... I don't want to say realistic, but less video gamey might be a better way to put it. The problem is, bloom has to be applied very, very carefully and very precisely, otherwise it looks like what you saw a few minutes ago. Yeah, bloom... A little bloom can be good. It really depends on how it's implemented. Too much bloom is literally physically painful and causes brights to be too bright and darks to be the wrong kind of dark. And so it messes with contrast in addition to just kind of being generally unpleasant to look at. I don't personally, personal preference thing, I don't see a reason to ever use Bloom. It's the kind of thing I turn off universally, right alongside depth of field, which is making things blur if they're at a distance, and motion blur, like, you know, as if this was blurring as I'm doing this. All of that stuff is all stuff that... So, back in the PS2 era, a lot of that stuff was specifically invented not just to make the game look better, but to hide how bad the game looked. Actually, there's another one too, film grain, which you don't see very often. So film grain, motion blur, depth of field, and bloom were all there to hide how bad the game actually looked in order to make it look better. But several people, myself included, looked at that and just thought it looked worse. Because that's just this big, blurry, bright mess instead of, you know, this. Lord knows, this is not exactly great, as you can see literally artifacting on the frickin' lighting on the walls. But I'd still take this over the bloom. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm one of those people who very much cannot understand why people like CRT filters. I get that people like it. I just don't understand it at all. Very black licorice situation. Good work. You got the fragment back safe and sound. I'm well aware of Kalaba's reputation. They say she's stubborn, old-fashioned, and so on, but she's given the Pearl Clan all she has ever since she was young. That doesn't negate the fact that she's a witch. I don't think she hates the Diamond Clan or Team Galaxy. I think she just loves the Pearl Clan. No, I think she's a stubborn prat. But I'm still going to help her out because I am not a stubborn prat. Oh, you've come to bother me again? Well, come as often as you like. It won't change my mind. Yeah, so anyways, here's your wall fragment. You went and retrieved the fragment for those bandits? Yes. Why got I wear it like that for a complete stranger like me? Because I am not like you. I guess you're that eager to calm Ursaluna, huh? Yeah. Here's my card. I'll admit I didn't expect anyone else to truly care for Ursaluna. Let's see that wall fragment. There we go. I can't read this. It's not an unknown. Oh my god, it is an unknown. All... Jesus, I actually have trouble reading unknown. Help me out here, guys. All... Loves? All lives... Jesus Christ. All lives, touch other. Wow. You're a wizard, Cyclad. Oh, sorry. Touch other lives to... That's an R? All lives touch other lives to create... some... Is that an H? That does not look like an H. Something. All lives touch other lives to create something. And... anew. All lives touch other lives to create something anew and... alive. Christ! Sure. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks. All lives touch other lives to create something new. I didn't think they'd give us the translation. That's why I was bothering. I suppose it means people helping each other like how you helped retrieve the fragments. Yeah, lady, this is the Pokemon world. This is supposed to be idyllic. Can we, like, work this out, please? I've read this passage many times, but this is the first time I've understood it. Maybe this is Almighty Sinnoh's guidance. Uh-huh. Yeah, totally. What's your name, boy? Lore Runner, please lend me your strength. It's true Ursaluna has become enraged, but it doesn't seem to be in an utter frenzy. I think he will return to his normal state if we give him medicine. Gee! It's like that's what I did last time. I can never bring myself to engage Pokemon in battle. That's something I can rely on you for. Yeah. I was actually thinking about that, Blue Hero. Because, so, for those who don't know, I'm rather a big fan of MLP. That is to say, 4th gen MLP. Friendship is Magic. And I bring that up because Equestria in that setting is an idyllic utopian society. But one of the interesting points about it is that it didn't used to be. There's actually quite a bit of background lore and world building about how Equestria used to be an extraordinarily hostile place. Pretty much straight out of any old D&D book or, you know, ancient mythic kind of a thing. And then they tamed the land and tamed the people and tamed the environment, excuse me, tamed the land, tamed the environment, and actually managed to fix things up. And bit by bit over time, working together, created what I usually refer to as the pattern. And then, you know, it became a nicer place to live. So I bring all that up. Hang on, someone kill Loke for me, please? Thanks. I bring all that up because I've been wondering if I would be okay with Pokemon being the same way. I haven't really decided yet. Part of the problem, and I mean this with total sincerity, is My Little Pony has more thorough and well-designed world building than Pokemon does. And that's kind of pathetic when you think about it, but it's still true. Mind me, Tangela. Mind me. Yeah, they also like to just kind of come up with whatever, whenever. And they also really love to lean into the multiverse idea, and you know me. Never gonna be a fan of the multiverse concept, even if it's done well. And let's be clear, Pokemon does not do it well. Hello? Do I have a Yanma already? For those of you who are not aware, the general idea is that every individual player's Pokemon game is supposed to be another multiverse, or another part of the multiverse, rather. And each one canonically happens, and so forth and so on. It's exactly as dumb as it sounds. This is also how they explain certain elements of the world building and the storytelling. What's funny is MLP has also done time travel properly once. In a way that was actually surprisingly well, ooh my gosh, well thought out, ooh my god, well thought out, and was actually one of the better early episodes. I shan't spoil here, but yeah, they did kind of dip their toes into it once with Starlight's messing with. I had my own theory on that, which I will not share here. I do prefer Type 1, but it's worth noting it was well written, regardless of my preferences on the matter. It was exactly as Type 1 should be. It wasn't about, you know, destiny or fate or being forced to do a certain thing, but rather just people doing exactly what they would do because they are that person. I should double check how to make Umbreon and Espeon. I'm guessing it is night and day, just like it usually is. Ah, do I think there's any Pokemon cuter than ponies? Yeah. I don't have any ponies behind me here. Over here, Lorunner. I should probably have swapped off my Eevee before I walk into what might be a boss battle, but whatever. Ursaluna is enraged, but he must still recall his long relationship with the Pearl Clan. He never fails to show up the moment I play my Celestica flute. Well, the problem was quality, Savacom. Roar. Now show your mettle. But remember, Ursaluna is a Pokemon very dear. I will not permit you to catch him. I don't want to catch him. I do want to change my Pokemon, though. Can I do that? God damn it. Can I please? Okay, well, let me change my Pokemon now that Eevee has died. This is actually really frustrating, because I'm losing friendship points each time Eevee falls over. But yeah, no, I'm actually really picky with my plushies because something I've noticed in my life, ow, is most officially licensed merchandise sucks in terms of quality because it wasn't made to be good. It was made to be, you know, to sell to stupid people who don't care or know the difference. Yeah, it's cheap. It's one of the reasons I jumped on these Sitting Cuties Pokemon as soon as I saw them, because they're actually high quality, and it's like, holy crap. High quality Pokemon plushes? That's a rarity. This Crobat up here is actually made custom. Just like my Melodica. She's actually over there. She's a little too big to sit back there. Okay. Yep. That's the thing that happened. I do like how it shows the effectiveness here as I'm swapping the Pokemon. That's a nice feature. Yeah, we're not even talking about knockoffs. Knockoffs can go straight to hell. And then throw a Pokeball. My poor darling, you must be exhausted from running around like that. Come, let me make you all better. I have the special medicine of the Pearl Clan. Toxagon! It's, sake. It's just straight up sake. So potent we can only use it on tough, resilient Pokemon like Ursaluna. There, you've calmed down now, haven't you? It's very strange, though. Yeah, he wasn't glowing, he wasn't frenzied. Very astute, Mr. Recruit. You're exactly right. When you quelled Cleavor's frenzy, I could see the strange light rising into the sky all the way from here. It's actually more difficult than usual, which I'm kind of appreciating, Drunkillorn. It's not like I haven't been doing side stuff, too. No strange light erupted from Ursaluna after you defeat him, nor was he glowing. What's clinging to Ursaluna's coat? It's some kind of powder. A girl from the Diamond Clan, Arazu. Now, why did she, of all people, need to come and tell me about Ursaluna, I wonder? Oh, I almost forgot something important. Play your flute for me, will you? Yeah, sure. He opened his heart and learned the sound of your playing. We got the Earth Plate. Woo. Ursaluna is very good at finding things that are buried in the ground. We say he's digging for treasure, even if the treasure's not always glitter or gleam. Let your commander know what happened here, child of galaxy. We can now dig for treasure. Okay. Yep, I now have the item finder. If this follows the pattern, I will never use it ever. Unless it's like for a very, very specific thing. Let's heal. No reason. Okay. I also do like how when healing you could choose not to move time forward or to move time forward to a specific time of day. Effectively giving us a wait button, which is accessible via fast travel from anywhere. So, more quality of life. Yay! Imagine Discord. He'd be fine. I'm surprised none of these have evolved yet. Oh well. I want to check one thing, then I'll move on. Sorry, I remember where the dash button was. Because it's the jump button. Excuse me, Gravelers. Excuse me. That's not the dash button. God damn it. Look, I'm fighting 40 years of programming. What do you want from me? You're from Galaxy Team, aren't you? Do you know medicine that can cure headaches? Yeah, a frying pan. Also, I feel really bad for Psyducks if the lore about them is true. Imagine just living with a headache forever. Until you evolve, of course. So many people in the Galaxy Team. Sure, you have some sort of healer. Please ask for some medicine. Okay. I do kind of like how it lets you track a quest on the fly, if you choose to, of course. Oh, we can warp here now. Sweet. Warp points. Any, like, vendors here? Is there anything here? Oh, there's a lick of tongues. That's terrifying. Is that Alder? Or rather, Alder's ancestor, because that's how that works in this game. You know, in live-action works, they usually have someone's ancestor played by the same actor, because they're limited by actors and cast and budget. In video games, you don't need them to look identical. You can render a different model for the person. Yeah, Back to the Future genetics. Good example of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm sorry. You look at my dad, he looks nothing like me. You look at his dad, he looks nothing like either of us. You look at his dad, he looks nothing like the three of us. And that's direct relation line. I can't decide if it's eye rolling or not, how much of the plot so far, at least of these two groups, has revolved around the fact that both of them worship the same deity, except one of them is Palkia and one of them is oh god, the other one. The one that isn't Palkia. I can't remember his damn name. Dialga. There we go. I gotta get that friendship back. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Hey, Giga. No, I hate this game. And it's your fault that I hate this game. You did this to me, Giga. Why would you do this to me, Giga? No, I haven't gotten a shiny yet. But if I do, I'm going to blame you. I just want you to know. It will be your fault. I haven't gotten a shiny yet, period, not counting the mandatory red Gyarados equivalent. I can't decide if I want to get a shiny this particular run. I know that sounds weird. Ooh, hello. No! Come back! Sudowoodo. A lot of Pokemon up here. Mind me, I'm just gathering stuff. Oh! Roselia. What would you call it, though? Pseudo Redwood? Whoop, whoop. I haven't played Lies of P, but I'm sure someone in chat has. Okay, so that's the one I'm thinking of, right? Nope, wrong button. God dang it. There we go. Yep, Rosalia. So I need to finish a Rosalia Pokédex. So, what do we got? I don't think I have any psychic type moves. Hmm. We have caught an Abra, yeah. Let's try to catch 2 more really quick. And try not to die or whoever's trying to kill me. What's the other one? I'm not, but I have a quest to fill out the research for this Pokemon. So... This and Cherim, which I haven't even seen yet. Quests are actually pretty decent, with one extremely huge exception. Which is the only quest I haven't concluded yet, and honestly, I'm probably just going to walk away from. It's the one to catch a Buizel that has that is larger, that is the size of 2'8" or larger. And I have not had any success with that. I've caught about 30 or so. If I could just find an alpha, I'd be good, but apparently alphas for those spawn randomly. Which is my response to Shadow Machine's point. Like, I actually looked this crap up. Because I got frustrated with that quest pretty quickly. That's some pop in. Look at that. Look at that. Bwong. 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 Yeah, the pop-in in this game is pretty bad, to be honest. Yeah. Every now and again, because this has happened to me, I will have a viewer say, well, I didn't have the problem you had with the game. You know, like in terms of a bug or in terms of some randomness. And therefore, the negative you gave that isn't deserved. Now, I've had that for years. That's an old thing. But my favorite actually happened semi-recently with Batman Arkham Origins, where we had an extraordinarily buggy playthrough, which, I want to stress, was on camera. And people were actually straight up accusing me of making it up or saying, oh no, it totally doesn't happen, or most people don't have the experience he has, as if I was like exaggerating it, even though it's right here. I stream. So you could see the bugs as they were happening. But no. Oh, I know, Misha. It reminds me of an old quote, which I forget who said it originally. 1% is a pretty high chance of something happening. Yeah, I have a bug generator going. Oh, hello. Going on in the background. Surely, Cycloud, surely Warner Brothers hasn't been, like, killing their entire gaming division in order to focus more on mobile trash. Honestly, and I know this sounds weird, I've really flipped my mindset on that. I'm really glad... Whoops. Wrong one. I'm really glad that so many AAA developers are fixating more and more on live services and you know, mobile games. Because they need to just leave the gaming space, you know? Just let... over there. Go over there. We'll make real games over here, thanks. Yeah, let them... Exactly, Inamisha. You go make your pachinko machines. I don't care. We'll make real games over here. Okay, how are we doing with our Rosalia? 3 more during daylight. That should actually do it. Yeah, the great mobile game filter. Look, all I'm saying, Savacom, is it brings me joy that you enjoy mobile gaming. But you cannot deny that there is just a gap in between Lufia 1 and Pokemon Go. They're just very, very different things, top to bottom. Okay, fine. You can see me if you want. We got some beans, and now it's raining. Delicious rain. And now it's foggy. Oh god, the bloom! The bloom! Okay, this Eevee is leveling much faster than I wanted to. It's already 21. What's with all the Paris? God! That is, of course, the great problem there, Enemy Show. Because, on the one hand, it's easy to just say, screw you, go over there and take your ball and run with it. But the problem is, a lot of those AAA developers who are delving into the mobile space and the gambling space have IPs we care about, right? And so it kind of sucks because they're just kind of holding them hostage. Having said that, something that I've become more and more aware of, might not be the right word, accepting of, I don't know what word to use here, is the idea that spiritual successors fill the same slot, if that makes any sense. Sure, it sucks that Castlevania is locked behind Konami, but then we got, you know, Curse of the Moon and Curse of the Moon 2. And those were awesome. Those were great games. And yeah, Eiyuden Chronicles, because Suikoden has been locked behind things. Stardew Valley, because Harvest Moon went off and did its own 2 separate things, both of which sucked. Okay, 2 more. Let's catch 2 more, and that should fill it out. And yeah, I agree with you, Enemy Show. We should get a spiritual successor to Skies of Arcadia, absolutely. We're not getting it. I don't know why. Well, yeah, no, exactly, Savcom. It's not like it is a perfect solution, right? It's more like the gaming industry sucks, so this is as good as it gets, right? That's kind of where we're at with that. Having said that, there are several new IPs I'm rather looking forward to, including Mina the Hollower, while we're on the subject. And I just lost friendship points with my Eevee again. I mean, I've been anti-forever games for a very, very long time. We had talked about this during the FF14 run, and I was literally talking about this just last night as I was chatting with Pax. The biggest way to explain why BFA sucked of the WoW expansions is it wasn't designed like a WoW expansion. It was designed like a live service game, like a forever game. Just the philosophy behind how they did what and how the mechanisms interacted with each other and how progression worked. It was designed to be a forever game, and that sucked. I just don't like the concept of forever games. And the more I learn and the more I grow and the more I analyze, the more I do this job for a living, the more I tend to agree with myself at that point. What is that? That is a Murkow. Nope, that's not happening. Run. Yeah, Songs of Conquest. That's a good example. Hom died. Thanks, Ubisoft. What the hell is that, Alpha? Okay, nope, you're just trying to kill me. I do love the density. God, Paris, I swear. Ah, it's nighttime now. Alright, whatever. Horn of the Abyss. Interesting. I've not heard of. Yeah, that's not a Murkow. I don't know what that is. I think it might be a Murkow too. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit closer. Yep, that's a Honchcrow. Honchcrow. Jesus. Nope. Nope, nope, nopity nope. I just have to guess at the pronunciation of some of these. Okay, we can warp. Let's go over here. Yes, he's the head Honchcrow. And knowing this game's love of puns, that might be very deliberate. Or you have something stuck to you. No! No! It's the nightmare. Was that a Pokemon? No. Unknown are the worst Pokemon in the entire franchise. Yes, that Pokemon we just saw is a species with multiple... Oh god, do I have to catch all, like, 28 or whatever unknown for the fill out the dex requirement to access the post-game? I'm gonna add a section specifically for that species. No! Please, God, no! I hate unknowns. Yep, uh-huh. Press the Y button while viewing your Pokédex to find unknown notes. You won't be able to battle them, but track them down and catch them if you can. Ugh. 28, yep, I was right. What's that say? Within the settlement. Whoa. Where? Within the settlement where time... That's a U? Rules. But yeah, we're within the settlement where time rules. Which is Pearl, I think. Now you're an egg! The vehicle section is next! We'll think about doing that. What I really wanted to do is actually talk to you and... Yeah, do this. Because I think we might have finished the Rosalia there. Give me that money. Give me that paper. Hey, Ponytail's done. Rosalia's done. Perfect. Yeah, I know, right, Inamisha? Okay, so we've got that, but I want to do that first. And it's right here. So I'm glad I checked the freaking quest. Hey, I finished your log. Here you go. They're poisonous, but it looks so fragile and innocent. Oh? In any case, I was able to learn a lot about Rosalia. Thanks. Please accept these rewards from a grateful fan. Oh yeah, speaking of anniversaries. I'm sorry, I don't know where this came from. First of all, happy anniversary, Tokyo Red. But second of all, this year is WoW's 20th anniversary and Warcraft's 30th anniversary. Do you think they're going to nail it? Because companies have an extremely miss and occasionally hit record when it comes to big anniversaries. You can evolve. Let's do it. Yeah, I hesitate to have faith in any direction. It would be nice. Dragonflight has very much been a return to form for WoW. And, ooh, is there an evolution past Floatzel? I should look it up. And War Within is coming out this year for the anniversary. So we'll see. Looks like Floatzel is the end, so we can dump him. Be gone! Allods Online. It doesn't sound familiar. What is it? No, I agree, Pillars of Snow. As I've said many times, Dragonflight being great is great. That's awesome. War Within needs to stick the landing. You know? Like, Shadowlands had that chance too, and it did not succeed. It did not turn around the BFA problem. Straight up max out our Great Balls over here. Oh my goodness. How many boxes do I have? Okay, I have a few. Well, let's bring out the other Eevee while we're here. Do I already have a Bibarel? I think I do. Feel like I do. I also need to get a Haunter going. And then use a trade cable on it to make a Gengar. I got a lot of stuff to work with. But we'll work on that in a minute. Alright, so, so we haven't found any Cherums yet. Wisps is kind of a long-term thing. I might Google that one, because I haven't seen something with 3 leaves yet, unless it is the Rosalia. I'm just going to Google this. Request 29. Actually found a nice site that just has all the requests organized here. It is a Petilil, which actually is a Pokemon I'm rather fond of. Okay. Little random. We can try that. Let's go to here. I mean, I literally have a Lilligant right here. So. Enough said. Where's my... There it is. Is there a bridge? There does not appear to be a bridge. I've been over there. Yeah, the night sky is actually pretty legit. I'll give him that. We know we can't make the jump because this game hates me. So I'm gonna have to give up on that for now. Until we get whatever, like, water Pokemon they're eventually going to give us. Is that an Alpha Pachirisu? That's a Pachirisu in general. Don't see me, don't see me. I'm not here. Ow! Okay. Hi. Where'd the other one go? Where'd the other one go? Damn it, I think the Alpha chased it off. Or I did. While running from the Alpha. 40. Yeah, it's still a little out of my pay grade. It's okay. Think about how much stuff you'll have to do for the next, like, hour, Gigapudding. Alright, let's go ahead and try the Rift. Let's bring out a real Pokemon here. I should mark this spot. Very intentional method of traversal. Alright, we need to get out of combat before we go in there. So we don't have the eternal combat problem again. So let's just kill you. So you stop following me. So, like, you know, die. Thank you. Okay. I'm also going to save, because I haven't saved in a minute. Wish me luck. Really want a Porygon. That's a tentacle. Nope, that's a Krogan. My bad. Nope, wrong button. That was supposed to be the pause button. Or select is pause. Because we're apparently playing Mega Man 1. Okay. That's some happiness over here. Well, I'd like to get that. No, no, wait, come back! Come back! No! No, not you! Nobody cares about you. Ah, fine! God dang it. Didn't even catch. I could have had a Gardevoir. Low punnies, that's whatever. Just gonna walk away from that. How have they already seen me? There's our Porygon. Damn it. Ah. Trying to select the right Pokemon. There we go. That's not even close to what I wanted to do, but we'll accept it. And dead! Alright, cool. Kill that, please. If you can. Thank you. Now. Hey! There's our Porygon. Heracross. I wouldn't mind getting a Heracross. Yeah, this is actually my second attempt trying to get a Porygon. Last time didn't go particularly well. Yeah. 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 Okay. Alright, jackass. Come here. My house. Or possibly yours, depending on whether you break out of this ball or not. Hey! And now we run. Bye! I do love that running really just involves running while the battle's going on behind you. Like, that's actually kind of awesome. That's a thing. Okay, let's hide. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Oh, God. I'm invisible. But we already have you. There's an Eevee. Mind an Eevee. That one. Got it. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let's heal up. Join me, Eevee. I have need of so many more Eevees. I need all the Eevees. Like 7, I think, at this point? I don't remember. No, they got rid of held items in this one. Held items, abilities, IVs, EVs. breeding were all removed in this game. Jesus. And my Staravia is dead. Okay, that's cool. No, effort values are still around, but not something else. God, I don't even remember. You can make me look this up. I was just looking at this last night. You see, this series sucks, Yura, and it's the worst thing ever. You should never play it. You should go play whatever that other game is called instead. Go do it. Go do it, Yura! Alright, here we go. Yeah, EVs and IVs have been removed and replaced with effort levels. I was right. Effort levels are different. Apparently they were introduced in Arceus. Go figure. What am I doing? I'm running. Get me out of here, Mr. Wizard. I got a disc so I can evolve a Porygon Z, I think. I don't have a lot of revives, and I don't have a lot of sources of revives, so I probably shouldn't push my luck here too much. Yep. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Is that everything? Nope. I haven't gotten over here yet. Uh-oh. What is that? What is that? I can't even see what that is. That is a Flareon. Well, in the interest of saving me a Firestone later, sure, why not? Oh my god, Sophico. I am glad you're having fun. No! Okay, this might be bad. By might, I mean totally, with absolute certainty, will be bad. Yep. Okay, we're gonna do one more attempt. Just the one. Nope, we're out. We're out. Run. 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 More EVs. More EVs. That have to be balanced. Got it. I mean, they can, and the funny thing is, so if your whole team wipes out, you don't white out. You can still keep playing. But if you get hit, because you actually have HP in this one, if you take too much damage, you drop some items and you have to go back to town. So, in other words, if you lose your whole team, you have no one to defend you. So you can still run, but yeah. Nope. Come on, give me 2 more EVs. 2 more EVs! 2 more EVs! Oh yeah, it's kind of obvious, but in case it's not obvious. So back in the day, when you had a multi-Pokemon battle, you could not catch any of the Pokemon until only one was left. In other words, if you had a battle with 3 Pokemon, or like 2, like I just did, I would have had to knock one out and then capture the other one. In this game, it's just like, nah, you're good. And you can just start catching them. This is, wow, okay. Okay, let's get rid of the Heracross. Yeah, let's get rid of the Heracross. That should take care of it. Okay. Let's clear the board here a little bit. The EVs shouldn't be a huge issue. But that's gonna suck. Okay, it's okay. He did Thunder Wave instead of everything else he could have done. Okay, cool. Let's try to capture some of these EVs. Let's get even more EVs. I want all the EVs! And I want to say thank you to Zephyrin. Thank you very, very much. Although, is Stadium on the list? Could someone double check that really quick, please, while I try to catch these EVs? Booyaka. Okay. EVs get. I suppose we could try to kill this Porygon, but our free just died. Okay, apparently it is on the list. That's got to be a part of the Switch Online thing, then. Because I remember it wasn't allowed on the list for the longest time because I couldn't get a hold of a copy of the damn thing. Case, you got it. Pokemon Violet. Pokemon Stadium. And Pokemon Soul Silver. Thank you, much and obliged, as always. Okay. I don't really have much that's anti-Porygon, so you're going to have to do, Luxio, because I kind of want to kill these. Get the items from that fight. So, what do we got? Get some stab going on. Yeah, that's... Sure. It might happen, Ect. It is a possibility. Now we've caught many EVs. Woo. Okay, we've probably pushed the limit here. We should probably get out of here. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the distortion. Yeah, we're not here. We're not here. Oh god. Oh god, they're following me out of the time distortion. Nope, okay, we're okay, we're okay. Holy crap. About 1 day, Trihexia. Give or take. I wonder if there's a massage thing in this one. You know, to raise happiness. I do actually like distortions. They're wonderfully frenetic. And they're pretty much guaranteed to do multi-battles, and they're also lucrative. So. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Zephyrin. It's one of the side series, like Rangers or Stadium. Or Coliseum. The one I played was pretty legit. Had some very serious issues, I'm not gonna lie to you. The dungeon design was not, and the story was actually really good, except when it completely ruined itself. But it was still a net positive. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, starvation is not a valid form of punishment, damn it. I finished the Rosalia, so I don't care about those. I don't care about Badoos. I think we're good here. Let's go recover, shall we? Let's stop being on the verge of death. $1 billion, Ross. After taxes. Okay. So yeah, that was lucrative as hell. Let's turn all that crap in. Yeah, we got 5 EVs out of that. I'll take that. Plus a Heracross and a Porygon. Money, 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 money. We're done with Floatzel. Eevee's almost there. What do we need? What do we need? We need to use Quick Attack on an Eevee twice, and then we'll be done with Eevees. Okay, so I think we're done with quests at the moment. Because that can go to hell. We haven't even seen that yet. That requires using a guide. That we can't access. Oh no, we actually do have this quest to do. And that is in the village, so let's go do that. Okay, fine. 1 million after taxes. How's that? It's a bit of a gap, but I'll accept it. There you are. Better hurry to the commander's office. No, I'm good. I got quests to do, lady. Oh, actually, while we're here. Still don't know what the shards are for on this one. We did get several evolve items. I know, Savicom. I love how many different ways we've come up with to quantify the difference between 1 million and 1 billion. Because it is such a colossally huge gap. It's funny to think about. Is it on this, Ross? The Game Boy thing, which I apparently don't even have here. There. Is it on that? Because otherwise, that's going to involve purchasing a copy of it, which is probably going to be problematic. Ignore Final Fantasy 2. Ignore Final Fantasy 5. How long it would be. I've never played it before. Yes, I need a medicine that can cure Psyduck's headache. Here's this secret medicine. It's called aspirin. We scraped the bark of trees, I think. Well, it's interesting you say that, Ect. If you asked me anytime more than a week ago, well, more than a month ago at this point, I would have said with extremely high certainty it would have come out fall of this year. If you asked me sometime before December, I would have said with high certainty it would have come out this very month, the month we're currently in. Neither of those things are true. It's... I don't mean to sound egotistical, but it's extraordinarily rare that I am this wrong when it comes to financial and production line predictions. At the moment, the most likely certainty is that it's actually going to come out 1 year from this very month. I don't know why it got pushed back pretty much 1 year to the day. There's a lot of possibilities here, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, spring of next year, every sign is pointing towards spring of next year. Now, it's worth noting, every sign was pointing towards spring of this year. And here we are. So, I legitimately don't have any information as to why the delay, why the pushback. We can speculate. Does it still make sense to get a Switch? That is a fascinating question, which depends on exactly one thing. Will the Switch 2 have reverse compatibility? If it does, then no, there's no reason to get a Switch. Well, I shouldn't say no reason. There's less reason to get a Switch. But it depends on what the Switch 2 is. Does the Switch 2 have the split controller? Does the Switch 2 have the portability? Does the Switch 2 have backwards compatibility? If the Switch 2 is just, no offense, is just a PlayStation 5, then there's plenty of reasons to still have a Switch, right? Having said that, I'm rather happy with my Switch, but then again, I've gotten literal years out of it, including right now, so I'm good. But, yeah, obviously you're asking, is there a reason to get a Switch now? And that's one of the funny things. At this moment, I no longer recommend the Switch provisionally. It depends on details we don't have yet. That Sudowoodo is drying up. You can tell because, you know, it's raining. Sorry. It's a rock type! Or ground. I actually forget which. I get ground and rock so confused in my head. That's always been true. I've always screwed that up. You want me to water pulse it? Don't you agree? Plants love water. That's not... Okay. You want me to use water pulse. Okay. This is gonna go well. Guess we're doing this. This is a terrible idea. And dead. Agreed. Saber for life. Being sincere, there's a very good chance that if the Switch 2 does not have backwards compatibility, I won't buy one at launch. Why bother? I don't actually have a good anti-water. Or rock, excuse me. You. Hey, Spartan. You know, there is one positive to having slept in for 2 frickin' hours this morning. I'm not exhausted now, like I usually am at about lunchtime. Great, it's raising its defense. We're going to keep speeding it up here. I mean, that's why I'm going to take that sleeping break after this game. And let's be honest, that's most of what I'm going to be doing, is just sleeping. I have pretty much a schedule in mind for it. Yeah, exactly, X. I'm one of those people who can't just sleep, right? Like, it's not... It actually hurts. Physically hurts me to sleep for too long. And I have this really weird thing where... Because I've had a form of insomnia my entire life. So I cannot go to sleep unless I am in a specific mindset to go to sleep. Not that I'm tired. I can be tired all the time, but I have to be in the zone, for lack of a better way to put it, in order to be able to sleep. If I'm not in the zone, then I might as well be up. I'm sorry, Sudowoodo. I'm sorry making you do this. I thought I was helping, but when you get right down to it, I just don't understand Sudowoodo. Keep working on the Pokédex to educate fools like me. You got it. Yeah, no, I literally have had a form of insomnia since I was a child, and let me tell you, having difficulty sleeping with an unforgiving and unrepentant mother who doesn't care about your issues getting sleep, that's not fun. I got really good at reading, or eventually drawing or writing in my room while I was sleeping. What am I doing wrong? Oh, God, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. This button. There we go. Okay. So, quest complete. So, can't do that. Well, we can do that, but... And we need to go turn that in. Let's go do that really quick. That is at the Diamond Settlement. I got a cure for your headaches. Did it work? Yay! Wait. Headaches are no fun. I was nervous about Galaxy Team, but if you're the sort of folk to help strangers, I guess I have no reason to worry. Yes, judge the entire group based on me. Don't actually do that. Yeah, I got a cure for the headaches. Why did you just eject a cartridge? Look, it sounds cool, okay? That should be it at the moment. We're actually pretty well done on side quest. Other than that one stupid side quest. Well, I do kind of want to get my Spiritomb. Cool factor? A little lacking, admittedly. Pokemon can be cool. Don't look at me like that. But I don't think this really fulfills on that. I mean, again, Pokemon Coliseum. I think it's Coliseum. Is a pretty good example of Pokemon being cool. 22. There it is. Okay. Where's the... Really? Oh, it's over here. Duh, I'm stupid. Okay, so... Scroll down, scroll down. There we are. There's my map. Okay. Thank you, Luco. Okay. So we can't get any of the stuff down here. Just get that out of the way right now. So there's one... Looks like right about here. And then there's one over here. I think we got this one? No, let's do this sequentially. Let's be organized about this. Yeah, I know some people who can sleep like all day and actually get refreshed from that. That is just the most alien thought to me. I cannot imagine actually being able to do that and feeling better afterwards. I can imagine doing that, because I have done that, and I usually wake up and feel absolutely terrible. Okay. Is it nighttime? It's rain time. Hey, Colgrim. Let's make sure it's nighttime. We don't need to be nighttime, but it's a lot easier to see them then. There is one time in my entire life I slept for 18 hours and was actually recouped from it. It was after I had been up for a week. Yeah, I don't know what else to add to that. To really emphasize the point, I was in an unusual bed with only one pillow during the daytime, and I conked out for 18 hours. It was like the most, you know, I have difficulty sleeping, so it was a very unusual and difficult to sleep situation. I still conked that hard because, again, I've been up for 7 weeks, and yes, that was when I moved. That was when I moved in with my sister. Okay, so we got that one over here. Or as she rather accurately likes to put it, that's when she rescued me. Looks like this one's up here. Pretty sure I've got this one too, but again, we're going down the list. We're being thorough. No, post-kidney surgery, I had a hell of a time sleeping. In fact, fun fact, it actually got harder for me to sleep in the immediate wake of that surgery. Not the least of which because of the fact that I can only sleep on one side because I had a tube coming out of my back. Okay, now let's get this one. Oh, it was pretty bad. What's funny is I also had a really hard time sleeping after this surgery, too. But that was because I couldn't breathe. Like, at all. Let me tell you, there's nothing like appreciating breathing to literally be physically incapable of breathing through your nose at all. I'm almost positive we got this one. Okay. This one. Yep, that's it. Where'd you put me? Is that other Pachirisu back? No, of course not. That does not sound like an activity that I would recommend doing, Zephyr. Okay, yeah, we got this one. Okay, so those are all done. So let's do the one in the middle of nowhere next. Which is right over here. So far, no relapses. To my admitted surprise. Now, there is something else wrong with my breathing somewhere, which we're probably never going to actually go get fixed because money. But no, I have continued to be able to breathe for the most part. Huh. Well, there's some Teddy Ursus here, so that's cool. Hi. Nope. Okay, got it. Not even gonna try. That's not what we're here for. We're here for that thing. But yeah, it's the weirdest thing. If I lean back and open my mouth, I become physically incapable of breathing. I discovered that at the dentist's. When I say physically incapable, I'm not being facetious. I literally cannot breathe. It is a closed hole. It's the weirdest sensation. Please go away. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, imagine going to the dentist and being physically incapable of breathing, of taking in any air whatsoever while they're working on your teeth. So I don't have to imagine that. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna try just one attempt. Just one attempt. Yeah. Nope. Too far. I don't actually remember off the top of my head, Spartan. There was like a 3, I want to say. Something like that. It was really, really low. My first Pokemon game was, of course, Gen 1, as it usually is. I'm almost always ground floor with these kind of things. But I didn't like Gen 1. It didn't stick with me. Probably because Gen 1 sucks. The first Pokemon game I liked was Gen 2, though. It was very unlikely. Like, I don't know how to describe it. They were like, hey, you know, Pokemon Gold and Silver is out. And my response was literally, who cares? But Gen 2 was a huge step up from Gen 1. Gen 2 was the Burning Crusade, to use the WoW equivalent. And if you don't understand the full significance of that, yes, that means it was still pretty bad. But it was just head and shoulders better than the original. Got that. Next one is up here. You know, I, like most of the universe, liked the fact that we could go back to the first region in Gen 2. It wasn't until I went back to the game much more recently that I realized that it was, you know, not actually all that cool. No, really think about it for a second. You go back, right? And it's like, hey, you're back in the Gen, 1 area. Isn't that cool? But yeah, there's nothing there. Exactly. There's nothing to do. There is almost devoid content throughout the whole section. You're just going back and fighting the gyms, and then you do another Elite Four, which is slightly different. It's like, okay. Now, don't mistake me. I liked it as much as anyone else. I just said that. But still, when I went back through it, I think it was with the Heart Gold one. It was like, wow, there's like nothing to do here. It's weird to think about. And yeah, the gym design in Gen 2 wasn't... Oh, that is an Alpha Onyx. Wasn't super great. I'm not even going to bring up the extremely obvious thing with the frickin' normal gym. Whitney. It's probably up, isn't it? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Whitney's gym is not well designed. Let's just get that out there. And she herself is not a great fight. But there's actually an even worse one. And I can't remember her name, but it's the steel one. Jasmine, yeah. That being said, I did like Gen 2 for what it was. Really. I mean that. I think it would score net positive if we were to review it. Which we will someday. Well, we'll review the remake. We probably won't review the original. There's not a lot of benefit to that. Oh yeah, Gen 2's leveling curve was pretty bad. Yeah, Gen 1 might actually be the most first game we've ever covered. I feel like I got this one. Because I've been up here and I do not see this thing. I'll double check in a minute. Alright, there's another one, like, right over here. Yeah, like right here. Oh my god, Colgrim. Yeah, yeah. It's also daytime now. One time a friend of mine was just at like a car mechanics place or whatever. And a kid there had a Game Boy and was just playing one of the old Pokemon. It was Gen 2. And they got really, really pissed off and just threw the game down on the chair. I was like, ah! Now, I thought they were upset because of the difficulty curve of the Elite Four. Because the Elite Four in Gen 2 were the Elite Four in Gen 2. But no. No, they were upset because there were just too many Pokemon. There's too many to capture! I found that funnier than I probably should have. Come on. Almost there. Yeah. Oh, no, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. This is the intended route. Okay, so that's that one. We definitely have this one. Next one is here. Just probably faster to warp here first. So here's a question. Which dumb Pokemon design is your favorite? You know what I mean. Some Pokemon just are dumb, but we like them anyways, because of whatever reason. There's plenty of valid reasons to like them. Garbodor. Yeah. That's a good pick. Oh, I love Chandelure. Unabashedly. So hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should be missing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am missing whatever this one is. Okay, someone remember the number 20, please? And we'll go back to that later. By the way, my personal favorite is Vanillux. Now, I've always had a fondness for ice types. But ice types usually suck, if we're just being honest with ourselves. Ice is not a very well-designed type. And Vanillux is an ice cream cone. And yet, Vanillux is actually kind of cool. No pun intended. You can do some good stuff with Vanillux. I need to reset to do this. Oh man, ice gym challenges are mean. There are a lot of cute Pokemon. I don't think I could actually pick a single favorite cute Pokemon because there's just too many that are absolutely ridiculously adorable. Having said that, when you say cute Pokemon, the first that immediately comes to my mind, like knee-jerk answer, is always Furret for some reason. I don't really have a good reason why, it's just, it is the one that comes to mind immediately. Okay, this is getting suspicious. Where the hell? Still nighttime, yeah. No. It is not. I mean, we did a cute challenge in Let's Go, and that was adorable. That's like right there. We clearly have whatever that one is. What am I missing? Hey, Baron. Score is up to date. Yeah, this won't be a boss battle later. Well, there's that one at least. Oh, shoot. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Yes, Colgrim. Shield just kind of toyed with the concept. Cutest to ugliest? Dragonite. Think about it. Alright, hold on. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should only be missing 6. Diabetes. Alright, so let's look up 20. That was the one that I wasn't sure about. No, that's just right there. What the hell? I mean, I wouldn't call Dragonite ugly, really. But it's just the most bizarre thing. To go from something, Dratini, I think, to Dragonair to Dragonite. It's like, what? Also, I believe it's Alolan Raticate, while we're on the subject. While we're on the subject. Oh yeah, Gyarados. I actually agree with that. I discovered the Gyarados cheat very early on in my Gen 1 run. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use Gyarados because he's a big badass. I shelved Gyarados somewhere around Lavender Town, I want to say. Because he is ugly. No uggos. It's actually kind of a moment for me, believe it or not, because it was probably the exact moment in time that I realized that I preferred bringing my favorites instead of bringing the best in Pokemon. You know, something that Pokemon is actually pretty awesome about generally. No shinies yet, Von Falkenstein. No, it's like over here, and oh, there it is. God dang it. Okay, so we should only have 6 left. Why? How much do we have left? 9. What am I missing? How am I missing 9? Where are the 3 that I'm missing? I know I got all 4 of those. I swept those very thoroughly, and I just picked up that one. Yeah, competitive. I actually used to play Pokemon competitive because on paper, I'm down, right? Legitimately. Like, there's so much build variety and so much possible, like, so many different combinations and so much awesome stuff. And that's cool. And then people ruin all of that by min-maxing to the point of ridiculousness. I enjoy min-maxing, really. I enjoy sitting down and figuring out and pushing the limits of my build. That's the kind of gameplay I like. It's why build gameplay is almost always a positive for me. But there's limits, you know? There's a line there. Congrats, Spartan. You can play as a female character in WoW. Did you know? I'm going to do one more poke at this. Then I'm going to go grab lunch, because it is actually lunchtime. Having said that, I do like the additional tournament categories that the community came up with, you know, years after I walked away from competitive play. I double-checked that one. I definitely have that one. You know, like, you can only have Pokemon that are cute, or you can only have Pokemon that are this small size. You can only have Pokemon that are lower level than X. Stuff like that. There's some cool categories that have been come up with over the years. So I definitely have all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's those 6 that I don't have. I'm missing 3. And it has to be some of the ones up here. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Which I will do off camera.